My 21 male cheating girlfriend 23 female of 2 months wants to get back together. I have mixed feelings about it. Need some advice on where to go from here. It was earlier this year that I began seeing someone I had known and spoken to for a long time before starting our relationship. We are both asexual, and we were in a long-distance relationship where we were making arrangements to meet in person. After a few months of getting to know each other, we became close friends. We both appeared to have emotions for one another, so I confessed, and she confirmed that she felt the same way. We made our relationship official a few days after my confession, and we were together for 2 months before things began to fall apart between us. In the course of a disagreement about some family matters, she effectively informed me that she didn't want me to ever meet her sister because she believes she is a promiscuous person. I was shocked and upset. That perplexed me since I had no interest in her sister in the first place. After all, as previously said, both of us are asexual, and I couldn't fathom why she would accuse me of maybe cheating on her in such a blatantly false manner. We were experiencing significant tension, so I spent days and days attempting to resolve the matter, staying up late on several occasions to speak with her and attempt to resolve it. I was unsuccessful, but I kept trying until the wee hours of the morning. On our last night together, I was still trying to put things back together. I'd been up until 3:30 a.m. waiting for her to finish work so that I could speak to her, and then she started being argumentative and belligerent straight away. In the end, she completely ignored everything I was attempting to correct, which seemed like a smack in the face given that all I wanted to do was try to make things work again. She then brought up a topic she was previously aware of that I was uncomfortable with, apparently for no apparent reason. It seemed as if she was attempting to provoke tension, and I was at my wits' end at 6 a.m., so I drunkenly ended my relationship with her and went to sleep. I'm not proud of what I did, and I've been regretting it since I woke up the next morning. However, when we were conversing later that day, some new information began to emerge from the darkness. She was being passive-aggressive, nasty, and disrespectful, which I can understand considering the manner I ended my relationship with her, but she also shared some information with me that completely altered my perspective on our relationship. She admitted to me that she had lied to me and manipulated my emotions on multiple occasions because she couldn't control her drug use and didn't want me to judge her. She had told me that the drugs she had taken weren't working when in reality the drugs weren't affecting her because she didn't have any more drugs left. Despite the fact that she had previously taken all of the pills she purchased a day or two after purchasing them, I remember being up until 5 a.m. One night comforting her over one of these occasions when the drugs weren't affecting her, she also revealed that she had been cheating on me. On the night that we first started conversing and decided to make things official between us, as I was responding to her, she was simultaneously sending filthy messages to another man in another chat room. When I initially read that, I didn't even notice it. I'm not sure whether it was out of shock or disbelief or whatever, but I pretty much just sort of accepted it and went on. Later that day, I went to a therapy session to try to sort through the uncertainty I was experiencing and get my mind around what had happened, and it was then that I realized the scope of what she had done. I was enraged and upset, and when I returned home, I called her out on her cheating and lying, and I told her she would never be allowed to contact me again. The next day, she had managed to get my phone number from my Telegram account and had given it to a friend, who had then used it to send me unpleasant texts on her behalf, according to the report. And those texts were quite upsetting. Basically, she told me that I had to be completely naive to believe that she ever loved me in the first place, that she never found me attractive, that I was just her summer boyfriend, that it was my fault that she cheated on me because I trusted her blindly, that she found me boring and annoying, that she was using me the entire time, that she wished I would overdose and die, and that she wished I would overdose and die. Yes, it was a very nasty split. Approximately a week later, she messaged me again, apologizing and explaining that she had been high as hell on the day in question, and had said a lot of mean things and lies in those messages, which she regretted sending, and that even her friend had said it was too much, but she had agreed to send those hurtful things to me despite knowing it was wrong. We were able to rekindle our conversation, and we seemed to be on good terms once again. She has also shown interest in the possibility of reuniting with me. And it is at this point when the problem arises. I still have emotions for her, and she tells me that she loves me more than anything and wants nothing more than to be mine again, in a sense, I too want to be hers once more, and we both know that this is impossible. So we had a conversation last night to attempt to clear up some misunderstandings and get a number of things right before we really consider re-establishing ourselves as a legal entity. I confronted her with a slew of questions regarding her adultery. It is her assurance to me that she has only done it once and that she has felt awful about it, but she had previously said to me that she didn't do it frequently, and that she and that friend are very close and comfortable with one another, so I am still a bit perplexed about it. However, something came to light last night that has completely altered my perspective on the prospect of getting back together. We found out that she had been filthy chatting with another man while we were together, but she had also been sexting and sending nudes, even on the night that me and her made things official between us/3. I'm not sure what to make of it. But the thing she told me last night put a wrench in my plans once again, and I was beginning to believe I had fully grasped the concept of her cheating. It was revealed to me that on the night that my relationship with her became official, she was exchanging nudes with the dude for approximately 2 hours and encouraging him to her photos, all while in the other chat with me, she was telling me that I was perfect and the only guy she would ever want, and that we were officially in a relationship. And, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to make of it. It's a major source of irritation for me. I get the distinct impression that my world has been shattered to its very core once again. The fact that she never considered it to be cheating until lately concerns me for some reason. It disturbs me that she would betray me in such a public manner on the night we became a relationship, since she had known about my emotions for her for days before that and had admitted to me that she felt the same way. And yet she chose to do it on that specific night. It's really painful, sad face. I'm also bothered because she told me she wanted a long-lasting and faithful relationship, one that is always true and full of love on the same night I confessed, and then stabbed me in the back on the very first day we spent together only a few days later. It disturbs me that she was able to email the man nudes in the first place. According to my previous post, being nude makes both of us uncomfortable, or at least it does for me. I can't speak for her at this point. Although she did inform me that she was a sex-repulsed asexual, which only serves to make it even more confusing and hurtful that she would send nudes in the first place. Unsure if she is lying about being ace or whether there is more depth to the entire scenario, or whatever. What makes me angry is that she was someone I actually adored and believed to be flawless. Her inability to trust me enough to display her stomach for the duration of our relationship was due to her insecurity and obesity, but she was trusting enough of another random person who meant nothing to her to send images of her full nude body and private areas. I was her one and only love, and I have a strong feeling that she doesn't trust me or actually loves me at all. We were both ace and she didn't want me to see her naked because she said it made her uncomfortable, but now that I know she sends nudes to other people, and that it was only me she was uncomfortable or distrustful of, I just feel hurt and lied to, and I feel ridiculous and disregarded. She made a mockery of myself. Taking her back makes me feel like I'm going to suffer and get depressed, since she has placed more faith in other men with her body than I have with mine. I have the impression that I would be suspicious and distrustful of her, and that she would come to detest me as a result. If I stare at her body knowing that it has been contaminated by the lustful eyes of another person while she was egging them on, I feel that it would be painful for me to do so. It aches to realize that, despite all of the times she said she belonged to me, in the end she genuinely belonged to someone else, and not to me. Sorry for the long rant, but I'm just looking for some help. I genuinely do still care for this person, and I get the impression that she at the very least likes me a little, that I at the very least mean something to her. Having said that, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to get over that treachery, particularly now that I know what she told me last night, that it wasn't only obscene texts, but also nude pictures she sent me. It's simply that it hurts too much. My feelings are hurt, humiliated, disrespected, and betrayed because of this act. I'm just looking for some feedback, so that I can attempt to figure out where things are going between us from here. /3 Any assistance or guidance, or even just someone to speak to, would be much welcomed at this point in time. Thank you so much for taking the time to read this lengthy article. I hope you have a wonderful day.